Alright. Here we go. I think it should be running, but I'll make sure. So let me take a listen that the sounds are working. It appears the sound should be working, so that would seem to be the case. Alright, so let me start. This is still it's gonna be the focus, but I got this thing on the floor as well, so I thought about putting tonex up here. So amplitube midi learn is, it has the parameter thing, and that one's like, I think they should fix it. It always causes some sort of issues or something when you try to map it, and it crashes a lot. I haven't had that happen with tonex, so that's what we're gonna be using. And I'm gonna make this much bigger. We don't need to see those. All right. And we do have it already mapped, as we can see. Let's base. Well, there we go. All right. So I'm gonna take my guitar here. Let's see if we got sound. At least we got sound over there. And then we need to guitar. Always a little bit of all right. I think I know where the problem. Now we should be able to. There we go. Bring the threshold down. Alright, so we got sound, and I've mapped this already to tonex. Let's put that off. There we go. So we can see the knobs here are corresponding to my controller. So and then these are also hooked up onto the so we have chorus over there, and then let's click that on and we can see the delay turns on. And then reverb, we got that too, so but then let's do something cool with the floor controller. So this is how the mapping really works, and so yeah, we go here, I press the goggle wheel on top of there, and now I wanna do some volumes, well, let's say. So I'm gonna click the volume on amplitude, and we can see it changes over here. There we go. And then I got my control 3 from my micro, so that's the expression pedal. So let's click that onto the volume, and then I can do so yeah, now this works. And of course I could map this floor controller buttons onto, well, the delay, reverb, or so on. But right now I have it mapped so we can see our panel here, record panel. So I got it mapped to stop, play, record. Like that. And then if I would like, I could paint a loop over there. and press that, and the loop would start playing. And then I can stop with that button here and press it again, it goes to the loop start, and press it again, it goes to the beginning. So this unit is what I did first, and it's, I'll say, really handy, you know, when you're recording guitar or anything else too. When I'm just recording guitar, reaching for your mouse, keyboard, whatnot, dropping picks, and yeah, that sort of stuff. It's so annoying. So this just makes it really much easier. So again, let's do that. Let's go here. Let's press record. There we go. Go there. Put the loop on. Oh yeah, that's probably where we should start. So yeah, this is what I really wanted to do, but then I had another Arduino, so I ended up doing this as well. And yeah, it's, I mean, just great. And like I showed, the tonex is already mapped, so pretty much I mapped the knobs here. I haven't, I think, mapped these controls, but if I wanted to, I could just, again, click that switch on. I would be in a different MIDI channel, and then I could start mapping these as well. And of course, if I wanted to, I could go and take the mapping off the volume there, and I could put it on the, well, let's put it on delay feedback instead. So let's hear how it sounds like. Of course, we're gonna turn the volume all the way up. Well, not all the way. Let's turn it there. So. So there we go. And you can put, I think, multiple parameters on there. So let's just, there we go. Let's see if we can put the time in there as well. So there we go. No, it actually overrides. So it's either that or this. Can't have it into. I think we could do that if I went to the channel macros. So that's how we would probably be able to do it. So then we would just map stuff from the tonex onto one of these macros, and then control the macro with our foot controller. So that would work. that would be the way to do it. But yeah, I mean, this is, let's put, yeah, we got it on the feedback. Let's take it off though, and just send the feedback over there. And we're not gonna have it on the time either. And the cool thing about this is if we would choose something different from here, so let's take a, let's say, cleaner amp. So how about this one? So let's turn the volume up. I'm gonna turn this one up as well, the channel. And let's put the modulation on. So that was that button. No. Oh, we're on the wrong channel. There we go. So there we go. Now we got some chorus. All right. Oh, damn. Let's do that. Oh yeah, I gotta learn how to use this thing. So this is a little like Stream Deck with hotkeys on it. So for instance, this thing mutes my mic, so I keep. Yeah. I gotta remember how to use that. But yeah, as what I was saying, so every amp on Tonex is now mapped on to my controller. So I basically have every amp in my rack now, and it's just, yeah, fun, more tactile. And then paired with this thing, like I said, I could have this mapped onto the modulation, delay, reverb, so turn them on, off as well with this controller. And yeah, still working on this one. I added a switch there, and I'm gonna redo a little bit of the code so I can have those buttons yeah, well, do the same as this thing, so flip the MIDI channel, and I might also make them send different CC, control change messages, so then I won't have any how do you know, well let's say crosstalk, or well, I don't have to care that it would do something that another controller does accidentally. So that's a point there. And yeah, then from the floor controller I have this one as well coming into onto my desk. It has still a place for another, so I'm gonna run 2 stereo cables here, and then I have 2 knobs, like big fun knobs I can then use to control, well, whatever I like. But on Ableton I've set this up to control the master volume, and I did that by, so this unit, I'm gonna get into that soon. I think we're gonna switch to Ableton, so I'm gonna show how some of that works as well. And Ableton has this thing, you have text files on your computer, and you can make text files for your own controllers and then map on the text file what your controller does. So this is actually mapped on my Ableton already into the master volume. So every time I open a new Ableton session, this will be mapped up. And this thing, like I showed you, controls now also tonex as well. But like I showed before, I got a lot of plugins already mapped with it. So for instance, when we take CLA 76 and I chuck it onto a new channel, well, it's already mapped. So the only thing really that is dumb is, well, Studio One's the soft takeover thing that I explained in the video and the tutorial video about this unit. Is now we see again our knob is over there, and the release which it's mapped to on here is on the other side. So this takes priority. So with the soft touch I would have to turn the knob all the way to the release point on the plugin, but now when I turn it, well, it's gonna jump, the plugin is gonna jump on this one. So, and people have been asking this from Presonus Studio One, like, hey, can you please do it for, I don't know how many years, 7, 8, still no. So I'm just like, what? Because this kind of controller, I mean, it is handy. I can say that, you know, it is, but it would be so much better to have your own controllers, or the ones that don't work with Studio One, don't have the support, if they would just get that done, get the soft takeover mode into your DAW. Damn it, you know. I think Reaper has it, and Ableton has it, and so on, and you know, so. But I think Studio One was bought by Fender like a while ago, I think. So that's kind of like I don't know. Maybe they're more interested in lawsuits than updating or getting the features that are most requested on their software. Yeah. And this is the thing. I made this little controller, so when I play the guitar, it's annoying to hear my picking sounds from the coming into the mic, so I can easily mute myself from. Oh yeah, and I did buy the Total Studio Max a while ago because it was on sale. So I did get like the signature collections, lots of them, not the newest ones. I think there was a bass thing over there, and then yeah, the Brown sound, so the Van Halen stuff and so on. But there's some stuff over here, and I really like the dinosaur amp. This one, I mean. Oh damn, yeah. I can mute myself again so you wouldn't hear the pickup sounds. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty fun. And yeah, dinosaurs. I mean, that's so cool. What else? Let's take a look at something here. So, just for fun, I'm gonna put some drums on here. And let's take Studio Rock kit and let's put a beat here playing. Okay, let's try something here. Let's put that on there. Bear with me. Let's see how long that beat is. So now we see again the floor unit. So yeah, a little bit slower, yeah. No, slower actually. Oh no. Can we put that up there? Okay, let's record a little bit. So there we go. let's put it on stop for a moment and let's see if we can change the amp on here. Does it change the both of them? I gotta check. So what did we use? HK Brit Crunch. Alright, let's remember that. I'm gonna take that. Okay, that's good. And now I'm gonna put that volume on the foot controller here. There we go. Yeah, nice. So now yeah, so yeah, that's how this stuff works. And like I said, could be fun to check how the controller works in Ableton. So it's already mapped so onto the rack macros with the text file that I mentioned, and the floor unit is also on there, mapped to the stop, play and record functions, just like in here. So as we can see. Alright, so let's do that. Let's take a look at Ableton. I'm just gonna do so let's take a moment and check this screen while I get my stuff done. Here we go. Deal with the loop. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit though. So yeah, let's open up Ableton. No. Here. So I got the transition also here on this controller. Okay, so that's our Ableton, and this is the thing you do. So I'm going to show you. I got this text file, user configuration. So, and you can find out the pad on this. I think it's on Ableton's side. So my controller, this one, sends CC, and you can do these text files for every one of your controllers and make them behave differently or whatnot. So this controller I've done, and I have another text file for the floor one too. So this sends CC messages from 21 to 26 on the knobs, so the encoders, and it's on channel 14. It also sends the channel 15, like I said, on this toggle switch. So in here, device controls. So what this does on Ableton, and I'm going to show you, we gotta put that out of the way though. No, there we go, like that. And let's take that. We don't need to see my desk. God damn it. There we go. Now it's nice. Oh yeah, I gotta figure that out. Still new using this. So yeah, we got the text file. So then on Ableton, let's go and get a drum rack from here and put it on the. So this drum rack God damn, what's going on? Yeah, unexpected issues. Do I have it? Yeah, there we go. So I was on the wrong channel. So there we go. So now we can see my controller is already with that text file. So any rack I open up, this is already hooked up to it. And this has the soft takeover feature that Studio One doesn't have. God damn it. And this controller is on the master volume, which we can't see, but it is. So I can show you. So let's record a little loop here. So yeah, this knob is already so on that channel, I got nothing going on this channel. And it's the same with everything. So I can take an instrument rack. Let's just get a new one from here. As we can see, then it already picks up the macro. So that's really handy, because then I can basically, what I can do with this is then after I've, like I said, done the text file thing here. So after I've set this up, all this stuff here, I can save presets. So let's see if I have one saved. That could be one I saved. Let's see. So no, it's not. Okay. But what we could do is we could then take the rack, put it on a plugin for like this, configure here, and then just start mapping these to the macros. 3, 4. All right, and we're done configuring, and now we can see it controls. So this controls the 6 macros. This control only has 6 knobs. Well, I could have the other channel control the last 2 macros, but I've decided to leave it on channel 15 and do something else. But I can do another one, which is my intention, with 8 knobs and so on. But yeah, this is pretty handy. And now we can save this as a preset. So I'm just gonna put it here, drag it there, map tracks, API. So I think this is now it. So if we put it now, can we just put it on here? There we go. And as we can see, it works nice. So now when I go to this rack, I control that, but I don't control the one over there. So yeah, then I have my, that's what I have. So my controller is you know, just straight up when I fire up a new instance of Appleton already mapped to every one of the racks. And now it's really nice, so I can just new live set. No, we can go here, and then when we take that and drop it onto a new channel, we got a saved preset. So our plugins already mapped on those, well, this one on those 6 macros. So yeah, I think pretty handy. And then we got, when we flip that switch, if we want, we can MIDI map this other channel, it's MIDI channel 15. So those controls to, well, anything else. And if I would like to, I could of course then go here and modify this to, and for instance, I could go here and have these mapped, the other channel, the channel 15, have it mapped to volumes or whatever, cents, so on. So you can build one of these units, of course. That's why I would like to get the Teensy at some point. So you can of course select the, I could do a rotary encoder or whatever. Or then I think I could do a button that would change the banks of all these controls. So yeah, if you want, you can of course really make your own. You just have to know that what to adjust or, you know, do in the code. But right now I'm really happy with how this is working. So, and there we go. So as we can see, now it's turning those, and so for fun, let's do something. let's take the... I'm just gonna do something here for fun. Oh, we're on the wrong mode. There we go. Let's take that. that sounds horrible. Oh man, yeah, not good at all. But it showcases the controller still. So yeah, I mean, that's what we were doing here anyways. And yeah, as we can see, that's how it works. Just already mapped on there. Oh yeah, probably the best synth you can get for your money. And I did buy this. I mean, everything I have is actually legit. So this one you can get from supplies with the rent to all. So yeah, it was actually, that's why I got it. I mean, I'm not sure. I have paid for the DAWs, of course, and those are probably the most expensive, especially Ableton. I got the student discount though when I bought them, but I think for plugins, this Serum is probably, it is the most expensive I've got and have bought, and yeah, for a reason. But I mean, but it's great. Well worth the money, I'll say. I've gotten my joy out of it, and especially when the version 2 came up and you got it for free, of course, with the purchase of, if you had purchased Serum before, that was just amazing. And you know, it has everything basically built into it now. 3 oscillators, all kinds of effects. Then you got your mixer too, like this one. I think this, if you want to synth, this is the one. You know, like this does it all, I think, really. So I gotta check my settings and check. I think I might have some latency. And we can see my, so actually my floor unit here is controlling Serum's modulation wheel already. So if I wanted to, I could of course put that, for example, on the cutoff, on the filter, and then have both oscillators running through there. And then so yeah, and like I said, these controls have been mapped on to stop, play, record, and as we saw, the session record button. So if I want to, let's say, overdub on one of these clips, I just hit that. I enable it. That's that controller. I'm gonna still modify it a little bit and do something for the code. And that's because, well, like I showed, so how you can map your own controls to control the macros, for instance, is you got these text files. So you create your own controllers on your Ableton folder. There's instructions on that available. I might link them on this live video's description later. So if you don't know, you can check it out. And like I've been saying, my rack unit that's how it's mapped. So that's how I've done it, and I've been able to hook this up to the racks. So when I open up a new rack, this is already mapped to the macros, the 6th first, because I got 6 knobs on this. So, and it's sending MIDI on channel 15. So then I got this channel toggle here, channel 15, channel 14. So the channel 14 CCs from 21 to 26 are controlling the first 6 macros of the racks. That's really handy because now I can make presets with my favorite plugins already. So then if you open up a new project, you don't have to map your you don't have to do the mapping to your plugins since whatever every time. You just, again, let's take that drum rack, drag it here, and there we go. So we can see we got it here, and the macros are already working with the controller. So that's really handy because, yeah, every time you just, and I already have done, I'm just going to show it again. So I got map racks here. So for instance, I got this API compressor and it's already mapped. So there we go. That's how you do it. You just, if you have a controller of your own like this, you just go find create the text file, copy the one you already have there, which is the, and then you make adjustments, create a folder for your own one, and it will show up like this. So here we go, preferences. So I got two of my own control surfaces here. I named this one Dewil, and then the other one again, the floor one, is floor Dewil. So that's how I set it up, and then you just make sure that you have the correct unit selected for the input and output, and as it shows, everything's working here. My controllers are all hooked up and working. Yeah, that's how you do that. I think I'm gonna make an instructional video about that too, of course, so that'll be coming up. And now I'm just gonna take just a little break and be right back, and then it's time to wrap this thing up pretty soon. So and yeah, on my video I talked about making this project available for everyone. So, and when I do, and by that I mean, well, you can build your own, and it's, I'll say, not that expensive, so quite affordable. The parts, again, the Arduino, there's actually, oh goddamn, there's something wrong with my microphone rattling. So there's a sale, Black Friday sale going on the Arduino shop, so I ordered myself two, so I can keep working on these projects while having a working one on my rack. But the Arduinos were 16 euros right now, some postage of course, and then buttons, knobs, potentiometers, and the rack panel. Rack panel was probably 5, buttons is 2-3 euros, and the pots and the knobs around 6. So that's 13, and then the Arduino. So you're gonna build one for less than around 30-40 euros for all the parts. So I don't think that's much, you know, considering how cool and fun this is. So yeah, and when I do that, I have the version I'm probably gonna release is gonna have 8 knobs instead of 6. So then if you wanna map it to Ableton, like I just showed you, you're gonna be able to do that. And then there's gonna be the channel switch too. So that is something I intend to keep. The LED feedback, of course. And and yeah, pretty much. And then the floor unit, still working on that one. So this is gonna, I think, also gonna be a project, but I'm thinking about if I find a, let's say, better enclosure. But I mean that's pretty cool and fine and everything, but I would like to have a bit slimmer, so this one's quite, let's say, thick, so a smaller enclosure would be nice with that width though, so that's something I would like. And like I showed you, this is actually hooked up onto the floor control. There's a jack over there, and this jack is for the expression pedal. So there's gonna be spots for they're actually for 6 jacks. So, or a couple of expression pedals. I'm gonna hook another one up here, up to this, and then I don't know what I'm gonna be doing with that, but you got the option. So that's why building your own stuff like this is, I think, pretty fun. But I don't know. I need to figure out what's going on with my microphone. It has some annoying scratchiness or something, I hear, and I don't know why that is. So I do have to. Yeah, there we go again. Annoying. But yeah, that's how the MIDI controller works. Again. And that's how the floor controller works. There we go. Yeah, so do it yourself. Really fun hobby. I'll be making more videos about this, and as I said, I'm gonna be getting into the videos, the tutorial. I intend to make a circuit board, so then it will be much nicer. Everything's gonna be soldered onto the board, and then you just basically install it into your back panel and tighten everything up, and your controller would be good to go. And the Arduino Micro would also be hooked, soldered onto the circuit board. So that's what I'll be doing, and that's how I'll be improving on this, well, a little bit. But yeah, I'm done with rambling, getting tired, so the stream will be over, and next time it's gonna be something else. There goes my alarm telling me to stop. All right, so let's try this, and we are out. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you have a good morning, day, evening, night, whatever.